Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe. So our today's topic is nomenclature. Basically, we are going to learn what is nomenclature and we are going to learn the rules under nomenclature. We are also going to study chemical properties of various carbon compounds under the heading combustion, oxidation, addition reactions and substitution reactions. So without wasting any further time, let's begin. So nomenclature is naming of carbon compound. It is assigning the name to a carbon compound. Now rules nomenclature name of the carbon compound, it consists of two parts, prefix and a suffix. Now prefix consists of the name of the parent chain and suffix will describe the functional group. So name of the compound will be made of alkane and the functional group, that is prefix and the suffix. So the E of the alkane will be replaced by the functional group. Now let us look here. We'll start with alcohols first. Now as you know, whenever OH is present, OH means the alcohol, right? So the functional group present is alcohol, and whenever alcohol is present we use the suffix OL. Similarly, when CHO aldehyde is present, we use the suffix Al. For ketone, the suffix is One. For carboxylic acid, the suffix is Oic. And whenever double bond, it is alkenes, so we use Ene. And whenever triple bond is present, alkynes, we use the suffix Yne. Now in the third column, the example one, for alcohol, as you can see, it is a 3 carbon compound, so it becomes propane. And as it is alcohol, OH is present, so we'll use the suffix OL. So we'll replace the E of propane with OL. So the name of the compound becomes propanol. Similarly, for aldehyde, it becomes propanol. For ketone, propanon. Carboxylic acid, propanoic acid. And for double bond, it becomes, for alkenes, it becomes propene. And for alkynes, it becomes propyne. Now we'll look at the halogen one. Now for the halogen, we use the suffix for, like, the functional group is described by the prefix part, and the alkane is written at the suffix side. So the as chlorine is present, we'll write chloro. If bromine is present, we'll write bromo. Iodine, if iodine is there, we'll write iodo. So here 3 carbon is present, so again the functional group, the alkane becomes the propane, and functional group is chlorine, so it becomes chloropropane. For bromo, it becomes bromopropane. So this becomes the nomenclature part. Combustion is when carbon compounds, they react with oxygen to form CO2. Then they form H2O in the form of vapors, and they also form light and heat. So this is the example. Now the wood becomes a carbon compound. It reacts, burns in the presence of oxygen to form CO2, H2O and light and heat, which is the fire. So combustion is basically burning of carbon compounds. Now the another property is the oxidation. Now oxidation is addition of oxygen, and the agents which add oxygen to the carbon compound are known as oxidizing agents. So for example, the oxidizing agents such as alkaline potassium permanganate, acidified potassium dichromate, they are used for oxidation. There are many other oxidizing agents as well, but we'll look how alkaline potassium permanganate and acidified potassium dichromate oxidize. So they convert alcohols. Now this is ethanol, as two carbons are present, so it becomes ethanol, and OH is a functional group, of course, so alcohol. So ethanol, now it in the presence of alkaline potassium permanganate and potassium dichromate, acidified potassium dichromate, it gets converted into ethanoic acid. Now these are oxidizing agents, so they will add oxygen to the alcohol and will convert alcohol into carboxylic acid. So ethanol will be converted into ethanoic acid. So now you can see COOH, this is carboxylic group. So that's what oxidizing agents do. They add oxygen. So alkaline potassium permanganate and acidified potassium dichromate, they convert alcohols into acids, carboxylic acids, as you can see here. Now another property is addition reactions. Now addition reaction, the unsaturated compounds, they are converted into saturated compounds. Now this means alkynes, they are converted into alkenes, and alkenes are converted into alkanes. Now as you know, alkynes are triple bonded compounds, they contain triple bond. Then alkenes, they contain double bond, so these are unsaturated compounds. So by addition reaction, they are converted, the unsaturated compounds, they are converted into saturated compounds, that is the alkanes, single bonded compounds. Now now we'll take an example. Now this is alkene, as double bond is present. If there was triple bond, then it would been alkyne, but since double bond is present, it is alkene. So this the hydrogen, it will react with hydrogen in the presence of nickel, which will act as a catalyst. So the hydrogen, now the double bond, it will break, and those bonds will be taken up by hydrogen. So as you can see, the double bond is broken and it is taken by hydrogen, so it is converted into alkanes. So this is addition reaction. Now substitution reactions. In substitution reaction, one group of atom is replaced by another. Now we'll take an example of methane. Now here it will react with chlorine in the presence of sunlight. Now Cl will replace one of the hydrogen from the methane. So and it will be substituted by chlorine, and so the methane will be converted into chloromethane, and one Cl and H will form HCl. So as you can see here, chlorine replaces one of the hydrogen to form chloroethane. So this is substitution reaction. Now these are the properties of carbon. So that's it for today. Thank you guys. I hope you like the video. If you have any doubts, write it in the comment section below, or you can DM me on my Instagram. The link is in the description box. Thank you.